What's up, guys? So I've seen a lot of comments saying that I should trade setups between the VMAX and Chomper to see what it looks like, and y'all know I'm always down for a wheel and tire swap video. So today we're going to be taking the 24x12s and 33s off the VMAX and putting them on Chomper, and then of course taking the 35s and 17s. Oh, power stroke, ripping it? I think so. Onto the VMAX. Now I think they're both going to look absolutely incredible, but definitely comment down below which setup you think looks best on which truck. We haven't had wides on Chomper since I think the black 24x12s.
Hello, mother.
And then we haven't had stocks and 35s on here since we had the mud graps, which did look incredibly good, and a lot of people do miss that look. So I'm excited to see which one looks best on each one. But what am I saying? I'm excited to see each setup on the opposing truck, because we got that fresh exhaust on the VMAX, and y'all know Chomper always sounds good. So let's hit y'all with some startups. All right, guys, I'm not going to bore y'all with the swap. I'm going to go ahead, get it knocked out, get both of these trucks washed, try to work a little magic on the forces because they are horrible, and then we'll jump straight into the reveal. All right, guys, we'll definitely drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the 35s on the VMAX. Honestly, I think it turned out even better than I was expecting, and y'all are going to absolutely love Chomper, which is what most of y'all are probably here for. That's coming up soon. It looks freaking sick. But the 37s and 35s fit the truck really, really good. Possibly like this even better than the mud grab setup that we had on there. Maybe I'm crazy with that. Maybe not, man. Maybe the radars ain't better than grabs. Okay, they just ain't. But these wheels do suit the truck oddly good, which, like I said, I was not fully expecting. Also, the lighting, oh my gosh, them things is gleaming. Still heavily considering polishing them out, stripping the clear, polishing them, chrome caps. Let me know if you'd like to see that video. Might do it, might not, don't know. We're out here at the Shelby Iron Works. Apparently this, if it hadn't have all burned down, would have been equivalent to Birmingham, which is pretty crazy to think about because it definitely ain't the size of Birmingham. But all you see up here is the structure that remains that's made out of concrete from whatever building that was. And then over here, I don't know if it's a bridge. It almost looks like an underground building. This is like from way back in the war when they used to do all the iron, and I don't even know. But yeah, it all burned to the ground from here all the way over. And now it's a big lumber yard back there. Alabama humidity has struck, and the old Amazon specials are crying. We do rub, unfortunately. This thing, I don't know why this keeps pushing its way up. I guess just over time it started to bend. But we do rub up there, and let's get this boulder out. We do rub back there if you keep turning. Now it's totally drivable, but you know, GMT 900 things, they're a little bit harder to stuff a full-size 35. Looks like we haven't rubbed up here because this one's like properly fitting like it's supposed to. I don't know what's up the other side. Probably little rub markings from the wides. 3-inch front level, stock rear, 35 1250, full-size tires. The radars do come true to size, and it rides so freaking good. I gotta do a review of these tires because there's some things they do great, there's some things that maybe they don't do great. But there is a lot of interest, of course, and there's been some blasphemy online whether or not these are horrible or amazing. And so I want to give y'all my real world experience, because I already do have a good bit of miles on the tires, and we're going to put even more of them on with the VMAX. So look forward to that, and definitely let me know in the comments if you do want to see it. Most of y'all have probably noticed we don't have a driver front rain guard, and I'm not quite sure why I haven't taken the rest off, but we're gonna go ahead and finally do that. Also, if you didn't know, the little extended cab back door windows roll down on this model. Oh gosh, you need to clean it. Pretty cool. It's just, oh my, the whole frick is 3M'd. I'll keep them in case we do prefer it with it on. We can always get another front one, which is, I guess, what I was planning on doing, but let's see how clean it looks without it. I think that'd look really good. All right, well, there she is. I definitely think that looks more clean, but y'all let me know. Leave them off, put them back on, get a new one over there. I don't know. I think that looks super clean. Let's run the B-roll on Chomper.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
I know you love Chomper, and I know you love shiny wheels. So what do you think about the new setup on here?
I like them.
I agree. I agree. 1 to 10?
10.
Definitely. Well, there she is, boys. Chomper on the 24 by 12s and 33s. Looks absolutely incredible. And I haven't been on this road since, I don't even know when. It's been forever. And I don't know why, because it's freaking gorgeous out here. Holy crap. Chomper looks insane. It's not quite practical. She's a little bit wide. I did leave the 1/4-inch spacers on there, so taking those off might help, but it also might make it worse. It just barely clears the front bumper, but it does start to rub on the back part. But holy crap, it looks incredible. As somebody absolutely rips what I think was it Duramax? Is that Power Stroke? Is that Duramax? I don't freaking know. We said it in the beginning of the video, and I was like, that's a Power Stroke. But then I listened back to it, and I was like, nah, that sounded like a Duramax screech. Either way, I figured we'd end this video off quickly with both trucks together. I honestly just cannot get over how good Chomper looks. It's ridiculous. I just wish it was more practical, because as of now, we don't have that much turning radius. I'm sure I've already talked about that when we did the full B-roll and everything, so I won't ramble on. But dude, it's just the black, the chrome, it's it's freaking perfect. It is crazy how much larger these wheels look to me on Chomper than the VMAX. Even, I mean, I guess it makes sense because the GMT 800 is a much smaller truck, even though it's 4-door versus extended. It's much smaller, and so that's why they look so much bigger. But I think it's super fitting. Do we keep the wheels and put a smaller, like, street tire or something on here to get that full street truck vibe? And smaller low pro, we should be able to turn fully and drive it. Do we just sell these? Do we sell both setups? Do we put them both on wides? Do we keep the VMAX on that? Do we swap them back? And I don't know. I'm really down for anything. Y'all know I love swapping wheels and tires because it's genuinely like buying a new truck without buying a new truck, because it just changes the entire look, the entire attitude, everything. And so I love it. But definitely drop a comment. Let me know what setups you think we should go, because we've had these for a while and I wouldn't mind selling them. The radars look super good, but we also have had our fun. I'm probably going to keep the radars because I want to do a long-term like review, or at least a multiple 1,000-mile review for y'all, because there's a bunch of like controversial statements online whether or not these are actually good tires or not. So we'll hold off on those, but undecided on these. Either way, VMAX. I am torn on the rain guards. Do we miss them? At first, I thought it looked really good, but then I'm kind of torn. Looks a little naked. Maybe I just need to get used to it. I'm not sure. I've seen a bunch of comments saying that I should put rear wheel well liners in. I've got them. I've had them. My plan was just to do the Pro Charger and then do the rest of the mods to the truck, like interior, exterior, like everything. That way we didn't do everything and then the Pro Charger, and then it's like it's time to sell the truck, or like we're done. But we've ran into some issues with not knowing exactly what to do, what mods to get, or it basically comes down to the fuel system, okay? So every time I've been to the daggone tuner, I keep asking, hey, what do you recommend? Because that's what Pro Charger said. They said, hey, ask your tuner, whoever's going to tune it, what they recommend for a fuel system. That way they can tune it properly. And he ain't got back with me. So I'm thinking for now we just do a booster pump and injectors, and that should be plenty good for the base Pro Charger to, you know, be able to go get it dynoed and actually put down some fun numbers. And then we can go back in the future if we want to do a full like return style system and turn it up some. I think that would honestly be the route that's the route I think I'm going with. So I got to get on the forums, Google, ask y'all, booster pump, injectors, Pro Charger. I'm thinking that's the move. I'm ready to go ahead and put it on. I'm stoked for the install. I'm ready to hear this thing and drive it and just everything, but it's just been hang up after hang up with trying to figure out everything. But I'm tired of waiting, so we're gonna go ahead and do it, even if we just put the Pro Charger on there and then we figure out the fuel system after. Let me know, please, somebody. I'm sure plenty of people on this video or out there in the world for sure have done this exact setup on their truck, so let me know. But with that said, hopefully y'all did enjoy. Drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. I will see y'all boys in the next one.